Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my top 10 favorite drag queens. In the last video I went over my top 10 favorite celebs, so now I'm doing my favorite drag race queen celebs. So if you're interested in that, then keep watching. So today I thought it would be fun if we go over my top 10 favorite celebrity drag queens. Here we have the top 10 drag queens ranking, and I primarily have picked queens off of RuPaul's Drag Race show. I really don't know many other queens outside of that, so I'm sorry for my lack of knowing drag queens outside of the TV series. I only know one outside of the TV series, and I'm blanking on her name. I think it's a play off of the famous ice skater Kristi Yamaguchi, and I think her name is Kristi Yamaguchi. Okay, I'll put the name here. But anyways, so without further ado, let's get into it. So starting from least to most favorite, but I still like the least a lot, obviously. So at number 10 we have Aja. I think I really like Aja's personality. She had a lot of funny and exciting moments on Drag Race, specifically her talent show, and then all the time she was feuding with Valentina. That's just she's just really good TV, I think so. And I love her personality. I recently saw her interview with Maddie Morphosis, and she's just a star. Every time you hear her talk, it's just she has a great personality. She's so funny, and she's just a delight to watch. So number 9 we have Adore Delano, another one who I think just has a really genuine personality, nice, and she's kind of dumb in a funny way, but I feel like she's just one of the sisters, someone you want to be your sister, because she just seems so innocent and sweet. So yeah, that's it. Well, not it, but that's it for her. And then we're gonna go to number 8, Miss Maddie Morphosis, who I will say she kind of she kind of snuck into this rating, I will say, because I really only fell in love with her in this last probably month of time. She just kept outputting these interview sessions where we could really see her personality a lot more than on the show. On the show she got, I think, eliminated so early. They were kind of harsh on her for being straight. Just I'm like, what? That's just crazy. But they're you're missing something. She's really not missing anything. She's just acting like a normal boy. Boys are not catty in the same way gay guys are. Gay guys, you look at them the wrong way and they're excuse me? So guys are just not like that. Most normal guys are super chill. They don't take things like that so seriously. They take other things seriously. So I don't know if that was just what was going on there, if there's some disconnect with what RuPaul was thinking a normal straight drag queen would be like. I don't know. But anyways, I love you, Maddie Morphosis. You're the best. I love your pit stop with Trixie. So next up on the list we have Trinity. Trinity the Tuck. She is just iconic. I love her accent and her jokes. They're just hilarious, and her aesthetic as well. She looks beautiful. And then next, moving up the list, we have a tie between Violet Chachki and Naomi Smalls. They're both very fierce with their fashion, and I love their specifically, I guess, Violet. She is really cutthroat with what she says. She's you look good. Speaking of which, that kind of reminds me of Gia Gunn, who I totally forgot to add to this list. So I think Gia Gunn will have to be an honorable mention. Gia Gunn is hilarious as well. And then Naomi Smalls is another one with like, she just has great zingers, like one-liners. She keeps it real. Like, Naomi is not only beautiful, all around a good queen, like she has a great personality, which I love. And then moving up on the list, we have Alyssa Edwards. She is someone who is in a league of her own, in a world of her own. And she just has this infectious vibe that is the Alyssa vibe. She's just like super funny as well, and has just a really interesting personality to watch. So, love you, Alyssa. And then the top was really hard to do. So it's just split at a 4-way tie, to be honest, between Trixie, Bob, Katya, and Monet. They're all just a 4-way tie because, you know, they're duos as well. Trixie and Katya, Bob and Monet, they have their own shows that are great. They each have a different vibe, and I'll just go through the reasons of why I like all of them. So, first of all, Monet, I love her warm personality. She's just very sweet and also genuine. She's like one of those girls you meet at school who, like, everything they say just seems like perfect, or like everything that they say is right for the moment. And I don't know where that comes from, how people are able to do that. Like, maybe it just comes from the heart. I don't know what it is. Just very infectious personality that is just great to be around. And so that's why I really loved her on The Exchange Rate, her show. I'm so sad that, like, there wasn't more seasons. I hope maybe more are coming. I don't know. But if anything, she should get her show back because I really loved it. And then next we have Katya, who has this really chaotic energy about her, almost insane. For some episodes, I think she literally was kind of losing it. Which, you know, is not great. We're sorry about that, Katya. But nonetheless, I think she has a very lovable personality. She has really amazing jokes, and she has kind of this like self-deprecating humor that I'm really into, so I love that. And I think the fact that she's into Russian things, and she's just very like knowledgeable. Like, she seems like, I mean, contrary to a lot of drag queens don't seem to be like super into like the sciences or history. I don't know, like Katya just comes across as like she knows a lot, like kind of like encyclopedia vibes, or like, oh, that woman reads the newspaper, or, you know, like, not to say like other drag queens like don't, it's just a little less common. And other drag queens, I think other drag queens have more like street knowledge kind of, and then like Katya has more like bookworm knowledge vibes. So it's interesting to see that in a drag queen, which is part of the reasons I guess I like her. It just like makes her very unique. And then another one that I really like is Bob. Reasons why I like Bob is he's just super hilarious. She's super hilarious. I think Bob can make anything funny. He was amazing as a co-host when he does the pit stop. I hope he does a pit stop again. Also has like a little bit more of like an intellectual personality as well. I love how he dissects things, and it's also like I kind of like trust his like knowledge when it comes to political things. He's very in the know, and I think the way he thinks is like part of the reason I like him. I think I keep saying he because it's Bob, and I'm not sure because it's a drag queen if I should say he or she. But I guess I'll just go with he. But the way he like talks about things on his like show with Monet, it's just like a delight to watch, and he is like super hilarious. One of the funniest drag queens, if not the funniest. Yeah, I think his comedy skills are right up there with Trixie. They're kind of like tied as far as like comedy. They turn so many like funny and unique jokes, and they like are able to riff off of other people well, which makes it like even funnier. It's kind of like magic to watch. So that's why those two I think are really the greatest of the greats when it comes to like drag queens. And now we're getting to Miss Trixie. So I really like Trixie Mattel and put her at the top because like seeing her story throughout Drag Race, she kind of started like a little wobbly like Bambi, and then like progressively she, you know, came to the pinnacle and was like literally like amazing. But it's because she took the critique, she tried to grow as much as possible, and she's also really hardworking, which is something I resonate with. You know, she was one of the first to do country music as a drag queen and make it popular. She also like started a motel business. She's a pioneer in so many things, which makes her so inspiring. Why is everyone messaging me? So popular. But anyways, yeah, and then she outputs content all the time. And I love how when she meets other drag queens, like she kind of uplifts them, at least like from what I can see from the filming. She uplifts like other people. She finds the positives about them and really like puts a spotlight on that. So I feel like she's a very kind person. And once again, like she also has a little bit of that self-awareness, self-deprecating like humor, like similar to Katya. And she's also very like confident and funny and fierce. So she's just an amazing drag queen. I think I also love her like Barbie inspiration. Once again, I said I love Barbie, so it really makes sense why she's one of my tops. What else was I gonna say? Oh, also on the pit stop, she was one of the first to bring on like someone on the pit stop who was not a drag queen. She did that. Her first one, I'm seeing the face of this person. I'll put it here, but I can't remember the name. But yes, she was one of the first to do that. And then she also had Brittany Broski on the pit stop. So like, I just think that's really cool that she is able to kind of make things happen, and I admire that about like anyone in general. All right, that concludes my rankings for top 10 favorite celebs and top 10 favorite drag queens. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed it, if you agreed or disagreed with any of my things, or if you just want to say hi, please comment in the comments. Also, don't forget, if you would like to get notifications the next time I post, please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, where I post more content daily. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!